Ryan Little.
Talking about.
We gotta take this shit out right here.
I'm taking shit out, bro.
This
This
nigga,
all
bro.
natural. This shit raw footage, bro. Fuck a troll,
Cut.
nigga. I ain't cutting shit.
Take 2.
Ain't take one.
Welcome
nigga.
to Aroma Pod. Oh, damn. Cut.
Yeah, go ahead, D. Good job. Go ahead, D.
We're going to cut. Guy.
Hey, what's wrong with dude? Y'all niggas crazy. Bro.
Are you recording?
Is it recording?
I ain't seen nobody get an press record.
Bro, I already been recording.
Oh,
That's what I
shit.
tried to tell you.
What's good, fam? Welcome back to the Room Pod. And as you can see, these niggas ain't got their shit together. So I'm kiing.dg, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
He said we ain't got our shit together.
Don't we introduce ourselves every time?
Bro.
Yeah, on the dig. It's Big Drip in the flesh.
You got Deuce over here.
These niggas is on some weird stuff tonight. I can't even tell you.
I'm weird.
I'm just
Bro, stop
saying, though,
laughing, bro.
What is weird? What does that mean?
The internal definition of weird is Mike.
The internal definition?
I thought he was about to say something for real. I was like, he just started laughing out of nowhere.
This nigga said the internal definition.
Real, bro.
Don't forget the external definition. I mean,
I ain't heard that one before.
you feel what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
Bull band shit,
Nah,
man.
nah.
You got some
we-
spicy
we-
topics, bro?
Nah, Joe got
That's
that
why we're
today.
here to bring y'all some hot, spicy
Yeah,
topics
Joe.
every week. You already know what we
Yeah,
do. You feel what
Joe.
I'm saying? Roma Pod in the building. You know
No
what I mean?
cap.
Spicy.
And tell them
But
we're bringing them today.
You feel
bro.
what I'm
Tell 'em
saying?
we're
We
bringing
coming in hot today, man. It's something crazy going on, man. Crazy,
I don't believe it.
man. The other day, I'm chilling at work. You feel what I'm saying? And I get a notification on my phone. I look down, and that Jones said, "The Nuggets coach, championship coach Michael Malone has been fired."
Toast-
I
Mike.
said, "Hold on,
Toasty
Mr.
toast.
Malone.
it's 4 games left in the season."
Toasty toast.
I can't believe it.
I said, "Yo, first thing I did
I can believe
was
it.
send it to them."
I can believe
And
it.
then you know what he said? He said,
Yeah, what I
he
said.
said we got to talk about this on the show. So now here we are. Here we are. So how y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like he deserved to get fired, or like what? Why y'all feel like he got fired?
Yeah, bro. Why you feel like he got fired?
I feel like he got fired because they want the Lakers to win. Lakers in 5.
I didn't think he was gonna say that.
Lakers at how many?
Oh my gosh.
All right,
That's
Deuce.
my
What's
comment.
your
Go ahead.
what's your
Go ahead, D.
hypothesis?
I agree with this man right here.
Mm.
Sorry, nah, but I kind of do agree with that, to be real. That's why, man, he said it like that. Like, damn, I thought he was gonna at least make something up, but he dead ass. But I really don't. I really don't know because they ended up firing the GM. What
They fired
was it
the same day. Literally at the same
So
time.
So it's like when I seen the coach, I'm
Same
like,
time, fired both of them.
alright, okay. It's like these niggas just handing it to the Lakers. Like they just trying to hand the shit to the Lakers. That's how I looked at it. And then I'm like, damn, they fired the GM too. Like,
Same day,
and then I seen he was black.
and he
And
black.
I'm like, damn, the GM black? That's a whole nother topic I want to talk about too. I'm like, how many GMs black? Because I didn't even know
It's
the
a
GM
handful.
was black.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was relevant to me. It's not relevant, but I think they trying to hand low key. I feel they trying to hand it to the Lakers because the Lakers are. I'm not saying like the Lakers bad. They are already pretty good to me. So it's like seeing their coach get fired 4 games before the playoffs. Nothing surprises me in professional sports, but at the same time, I thought they had a good chance to. I actually thought they had a good chance to win a championship. So them firing their coach had me feeling like they didn't believe in the season, at least the season. I don't know about the long term, but this season, you firing a coach that late in the season, you don't believe that y'all gonna contend. That's
Okay.
really all I get from that. Like, all right,
Okay.
we not contending. We go ahead. And that he was there for how long? He been there for a minute, wasn't
He been there for not OD,
break.
like it was somebody who, like the dude who came before, drafted, you know what I'm saying, Murray, Michael Porter Jr., got Bruce Brown and them there. Like it was the dude who came before him, and then they won the championship when this dude got here. This dude was named Calvin Booth. But I think the dude I think they fired the GM when the Lakers won the championship, and then they hired this dude, and then they won the chip shortly after. like something like that. But then they just fired folks. But I guess reports from the Nuggets top is so the Nuggets owner, from what I understand, like he owns a couple other teams, and but his other franchises have won their championships prospectively and things like that, so they have success. And from the reports I've been reading, like this is very uncharacteristic. Like he don't be just firing. Like Michael Malone was one that was like a top 5 tenured coach in the league,
That's what I was getting at.
because like he don't be firing his coaches like that out of the other sports teams he owns and stuff like that. And so the things that I've seen is like it was some internal beef between Michael Malone and Calvin Booth, the GM, and instead of picking sides, the owner just fired both of them. Now, can that be underlined in the league trying to get, you know what I mean, LA? They always trying to cheat for LA. But
Ain't no cheating
that
for
might
LA,
be
man.
true.
We get what we get, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always hating on my team
Didn't
for no
he just
reason.
say? But yeah, nah, that's
Niggas be
pretty
hating,
crazy.
bro.
I don't think anybody really expected that, but it was a lot of reports coming out saying that it was just a lot of tension in the locker room. So yeah,
I think it's just.
Be like that, bro.
I think I can definitely see, and I hate to say this, but I definitely can see Luka and Jokic playing together.
Bro, it's not about to happen. Y'all just be talking. I ain't
We're just
gonna
being
lie.
honest.
that has been a
I don't see
hypothesis
it.
Because when
too.
they see each other at the All-Star game, they be buddy. I'm like,
They
oh,
do be
man.
besties, no
Like,
cap.
I wouldn't even mind seeing it. I just wouldn't want to see it in L.A. That's the only thing.
It ain't gonna be in Denver.
Nah. It would have to be in a major. It would be in a major market, but I ain't gonna lie. I think that I can see that happen just cause. But I don't know. Like Jokic, the type of person he carry himself. How he carry himself, I don't think he would care about all that, to be honest. But it would be that'd be. I can see them. I can just see L.A. bold, like L.A. bold. So I could definitely see them going after Jokic, after his longest. That's who. I think that's the only coach he play under. Same thing with like
Michael
Same
Malone.
thing with Ja. Like the coach they fired. Same thing with Ja. Like that was the only coach he played with. I don't know if Jokic probably played with the former coach.
I about to say
for a
I
year or
think that
two.
he did play a little bit with the former coach.
But when the offense been
Like
his-
since he's been
the
this
center
good,
of the offense,
yes,
that's
for
been
sure.
the coach.
Mhm.
So I think that do affect. I definitely think that affect players, especially even playing sports. So it's like you definitely get attached. You know what I mean? I don't know about the new players, but I feel like their core team, like that's what I'm saying. I just don't believe they believe in this season because that's going to affect the core players
For sure.
of that championship run team.
A lot of those players is gone though. Well, not a
No,
lot,
I'm saying the
but
core. That's why I said the
yes,
core
the
players.
core,
Like,
the core main
that core starting five
players
is still there.
yes, for sure.
So I don't know.
Outside of Caldwell Pope,
Yeah.
yes. But the crazy thing is, the game right after what I can't think of the intern coach. I was just looking at his name. The first game the intern coached, Jokic had a crazy game the other night. Y'all see that?
I heard they won. I did hear they won though.
Yeah, like he had. I might be tripping, but it was against the Kings, which I need the Kings to get some W's right now for the Warriors.
Why?
Right now, it's like 6 teams in the West that's just all in the same spot from like the 3 seed all the way to like the 7th seed. They all is separated by like 2 games maybe. And so from the 3 seed to the play-in, you know what I mean, it's whoever is up for grabs right now. And it's 2 games left. So and it's been like that since it was like 6 games left. And so but yeah, now last game, Jokic had a 20-point triple-double. That's what it was. And they beat the Kings, which they needed that to stay the seeding that they is, because right now the Lakers are still ahead of them. So we gonna see. The West is really close right now, and so I agree with you. Like the Nuggets really couldn't have really believed in this year, because if Jokic is the best player in the world, like he really is, they still had a chance to contend. So
Shoot, they still do.
they definitely
It's just,
do.
I just don't see you believing in this season doing that. Cause you would have did it after the season. I feel like
For sure.
even if you won, but I feel like that's probably what it was.
And that's what a
But,
lot
like,
of
if you
people were
win the
saying.
championship,
He
it'll
can't
look
fire
bad.
him.
It'll look bad. to fire him.
Exactly. That's what a lot of people were saying. That if he had success this year, it wasn't gonna be a good look to get him out of here. So before that happened,
When was the last time the Nuggets won a championship before him, though?
never. That was their first championship.
So why the
That's a good question.
Hey, I mean, he not the honestly outside
It had to
of
be that bad for them to fire. It had to be that bad. The politics or whatever between the GM and the coach. I ain't never seen the GM and the coach. Well, no, that happens a
not
lot.
both
That
at the
happens a lot.
same time in
That
the
happens a lot
NBA
in NFL, I believe.
for sure. The last time, if you think about it though, like the last 5 or so championship coaches in the NBA, not only people that's really with their team that made it to the chip. Miami made it to the chip.
I was
Spo,
about to say
Yeah.
Spo,
us,
Kerr,
Warriors still. You feel what I'm saying?
and
Steve
who
Kerr,
else?
and that's it.
Exactly.
Frank Vogel gone. The Raptors won. Nick Nurse gone.
Giannis coach gone.
Giannis,
Budenholzer.
Budenholzer gone. You feel what I'm saying?
The NBA is
Not
slow.
Missoula. Ime Udoka gone.
Oh yeah, Missoula the only
You
one.
feel
They
what I'm
won.
saying?
They won
Missoula
last
the
year,
only
so I
one.
don't think that don't even
And
count.
he just won.
Yeah,
So
that don't even count. I ain't gonna lie.
these championship coaches don't have the same slack that they used to have back in the day.
How you win a championship and don't have longevity is a crazy thing to me.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
that's crazy. That mean you gotta.
That mean they don't care.
Nah, I think it's honestly it just be like communication.
That mean you gotta lose, bro.
That mean you gotta lose. But
Yeah.
hey,
That's
even
the
the teams
business-
that be losing,
'Cause that's the business side. That's the business side
Exactly.
thing. So it's like I feel like you got GMs. You know, everybody got an ego, and that it might not be necessarily toxic, but it's like ownership might be like, we want this guy, and you the GM, you like you gave me this position of power, like I'm going with this guy. Type, you know what I mean? And it's like I like you, but we not on the same page.
for sure.
So a lot of times it kind of really be stuff like it be more stuff like that where it's like they just don't agree. They agree to disagree, and it's like, all right, we just gotta cut ties because that's the GM and the coach. The coach gotta coach a team that he's not choosing the players, but he gotta coach the team. So I could definitely see frustration between coach and GM because like as a GM, to me as a GM, it's selfish to draft players just because you like them, because you don't have to develop them and coach them. It's like this coach got to develop and coach them, but in the GM defense, you don't even know how long the coach gonna be there. So it's like I don't know. It's tough to run a sports team. That's what it seems like.
Nah,
But
for
I
sure.
do think it'd be like internal and like it just be internal stuff that we'll never really know for real.
And I think that we've been seeing a lot of that in the NBA lately. I know everybody been seeing like the Luka trade, and I don't think like I really feel that ownership of the Mavericks really had a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Play into that him getting gone. Cause why wouldn't you fire him? Like if you ain't like the decision, you would have fired the GM. And obviously, we see Nico Harris still there, getting chanted at while Luka dropping 45. So
Wicked man.
Yeah, but I think that was part of I mean I think ownership and Nico was on the same.
was on the same page.
You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So it's not like Nico got fired.
Exactly. So, but I don't know. It's almost like some teams really just want it faster. Like a lot of people, other than the Lakers, most teams like get it out the mud. Like it take them some time
You
to
said
build
other
up.
than the Lakers.
Other than the Lakers,
What you mean by that? Why you come at the Lakers like strictly?
It's a
I mean,
major
because
market
the Lakers-
in the history.
and they can acquire the best players, so they can get championships very easily like that.
Sound like y'all hating, but okay.
No, that's real.
I'm not. I mean, hey, my teams be catching W, so I ain't tripping.
It's like the Yankees
Okay.
in baseball, bro. It's just what it is. Like they got the history and they got the revenue. So it's like people will want to play with them.
Nah, people definitely do want to play with them because then you get opportunities for
The
coming to
Knicks
these
too,
places.
in Boston too.
Boston,
Maybe Boston
but
a
people
little,
would
but
rather live in Cali than
Absolutely.
That's what they sell. That's what LA sell. They also sell like
The lifestyle.
mm-hmm.
So it's like they sell that as well.
Exactly.
Like New York can get people, they just don't
Best
win.
team, bro. I
Cause New
just
York
feel
get
like
people
that.
too, they just don't win.
I ain't gonna lie.
New
That's
York get
the
people.
one thing. The
New York
Knicks
do get
have
they get
struggled to
talent.
get talent.
Yeah.
The Knicks have struggled to get
They only
talent
struggle to
in
get
the
talent
past.
when they don't have talent around them. But when they had Melo, like they had talent around them, they just couldn't beat freaking Miami and them. But they had talent. They had talent. They
They
had
did
talent on
have
that team.
talent
Like New York had talent when Melo was over there.
for sure. They want the
Like
best, but they
could
had
get
talent
And at that, we don't know who they GM was, but when
for
Melo was
sure.
over there, they could have attracted damn near anybody just because it's still New York. So
They-
like, nah, they could. I think New
I
York.
don't
got
know.
that.
I feel like they was trying, but really, only biggest player that they really attracted during that time was like Stoudemire as a free agent
And it was nice. It just depends on who's available in free agency
at the
that
time for
and
sure.
all that.
That's true.
So it's like, but I think New York got that same pull as LA, but LA got the history behind it as well too. Like they actually winners.
And-
they actually got the
and-
most. Well, they got the second most rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, second most rings. Like yeah, they got the history, their lifestyle, like that they selling. What's they stadium out there? Arena.
Talking about crypto.
Oh yeah, crypto.com now. But what was the Staples Center?
Are you talking about Staples
Like,
Center?
They
Of course,
got
everybody
that
want to
same
play
thing
at
with
Staples
Madison
Center.
Square Garden.
It is the same vibes. Like when you go to Madison Square Garden, you know you got to turn up for the Knicks fans.
Like what?
Cause you know Steph always do that. You know what I
Steph
mean?
always snap at Madison Square.
Nah, time out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty crazy right now in the NBA that everything's shaking up at the end of the season. Do y'all feel like the playing game has made these last couple games more competitive?
The playing.
Because like people are still like, you know, everybody, not everybody, but the teams at least like 3 through 7 in the West are still fighting. Like
Yeah,
every
it's
game.
fighting at the end of the season when niggas don't really be fighting this late.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. I think it made it more competitive because I feel like
Definitely.
usually late in the season like this, they'll just start playing the bench and the young players, and it's been basically like taking the rest of the season. And now it's like they fighting for seeding for real.
For sure.
It's like they kind of forced to. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's like they forcing teams to fight for that seeding because you really don't want to be in that
In the
9
playing.
and 10 spot. Yeah, you don't want to be in that playing for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we were just talking about that. I was like, for real, to me, it seemed like nobody talking about it, but it really ain't no 7 to 8 seed no more.
No.
It's the top
Top
16.
I'm about to say
Six.
it's 6.
So it's like if you ain't the top 16, it's like ain't no 7th and 8th. Like y'all
Nope.
fighting for those, you fighting for those spots for real. Because
Yes.
I seen what they said. The lowest seed that ever won a championship was a 6 seed, or was it 1/7? Yeah, it was a 6 seed. That was the highest. That was the lowest seed that ever won a championship. And it was a former champion who did it. It was Houston.
Really?
With Elijah Wan. It was a 6 seed, and they won a championship before that. So that
I don't know
probably
why
like
I thought
injury
it
or
was.
something.
I don't know why I thought it was Dirk and them.
It was Elijah Wan. It was a 6 seed. They said that was the lowest seed that ever won a championship. So 7 to 8 has literally never won a championship. So it's like it's really just a top 16. Like you really fighting the whole year to become a top 16.
Yeah.
So it's like to me, it's like when teams when it click, I feel like we're gonna see either people really try to. I feel like we're gonna see people really fight to become a top 16. After that, I think they're gonna start tanking early because like we in the top 16. We not a
It
top
don't
16,
matter.
so it's like it don't matter.
Well, I don't
feel
know.
but right now we're not seeing it like that. They playing
Because
but it's like I
them
don't know. They might
teams-
click and they might be like, you know what? If we in the top 16, we might just try to get a lottery pick.
But still, like we
Depending on the
seen,
draft.
and it depends on your team because we seen
It
like
does.
the second. No, this might have been the first or second year they was doing the playing. Oh no. In 2023 when the Nuggets won, the Miami Heat was the 8th seed and they was in the playing game. They won that playing game and ended up being in the championship
Yeah.
that year, and it was the first team to come from the playing game to the championship. And so they proved real early you could do that junk if you feel what I'm saying. If you catch it, they caught some breaks. I'll say that they caught some injuries from other teams, but you
It's gonna
could
be
get it
situational.
done. It has to be but that's
Some teams
playoff.
gonna-
That's
some teams gonna be
playoffs.
Like, do we want to
Take that risk.
do we want to continue to?
Yes.
Do we think we could really have a chance in the
Mhm.
playoffs, or do we think we better
Do you
off
think that
trying to get a lottery pick?
exactly?
So
Because you could be the 11, you could be the 10th seed. Cause it's 7, 8, 9, 10,
yeah.
and so you could be the 10th seed and still go to the finals.
It's
That
like,
sounds
It's
crazy.
like, what are the odds of y'all really winning?
Wild.
Somebody gotta get hurt, and you gotta believe, like
Just
that Miami team.
somebody gotta get hurt.
No, hey, bro, that's just the fact of the matter. Most of the time, your team's
But you
not the
never
best
know.
team.
You never
And
know.
so-
We might see a 10. We never see, like I said, the lowest seed we ever seen was a 6 seed. So you just like, what are we end up seeing? A 10 seed.
Man, if we see a 10
It's like,
seed
nigga, I
win the
know if we did not see a 10
championship,
seed win the championship.
man, they'll be like Adam Silver, you the GOAT.
No cap. But it's like, yeah, to me, it's the top 6 teams now. Like, if you're in the top 6 teams,
For sure.
you don't really want to be in
You
that
don't
position.
want to, bro. It's not fun.
Like, you don't want to be in that position. So you got to be a top 6 teams. Like, they kind of cut it in
Mm-hmm.
a way. Like, we were warring the top 6 teams. Y'all ain't got to
They
worry
are.
about it. Y'all good. But the rest of y'all, 7, 8, ain't no 7 to 8. It's just top
Dead
6
ball.
teams and playing in tournament. And I
Mhm.
think that's how we got to look at it now. Like, bro, it's the top 6 seeds and then the playing. Ain't no 7 to 8. And then the 7 8, the playing determines the 7 to 8 seed.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't no 7 to 8 seed until after.
Until post, because they were trying to, like, I remember last year I kept hearing them.
For, like, matchup-wise.
Exactly. I kept hearing them since they start doing the playing. They keep trying to figure out how to label it because the stats
Right.
in the playing don't count. Just like they don't go towards regular season and they don't go to the playoffs. And so they've been saying like, okay, we got to call this the postseason because it's not really the playoffs, but it's also not the regular season. And so it's gonna become a time. Yeah, it's gonna have postseason stats because
They made it to the
because they
postseason.
made it to the
they-
postseason
yeah,
and it's
right.
not the playoffs yet.
Oh man.
So
Well, it's hey.
the game is
you gotta start-
evolving.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's always something new.
For sure. But speaking of something new, though, yeah, first of all, for those who ain't know, you know what I mean, our friend in Memphis, my boy Ja Morant, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody know the weaponry situations he done had in the past couple years. And so since he been back this year, he got a new celebration that he was trying out, you know what I mean? When he hit a 3 or a shot, you feel what I'm saying? He'll make a gun gesture towards the other team, and the NBA ain't like that. So what they did was they fined him 75 bands.
75.
Okay, so to combat that,
That's too much money. I ain't gonna
they
lie.
changed that.
That's too much money.
Oh, that's too
bro.
much bread.
Because I see a lot of people doing that gun
Mhm.
celebration, and I don't like the way they do my young homie.
Okay,
Ja,
but
bro.
wait, hold on.
'Cause I just don't
but wait,
like it though,
but what
bro.
about them other dudes? Them other dudes ain't get in trouble for the stuff he got in trouble for though.
So that
So
justified?
y'all, that don't make it. See, bro. See, that's what
See?
I'm
Is
saying.
that justified?
But
That's
he
what I'm
broke the
saying.
rules. He broke the rules though. That's why he
What
got in trouble.
rules?
He just the
What
rules that you
rules?
can't bring no guns in the facilities.
He ain't bring no gun facility. He
That's
got
what I'm
caught on
saying. One
camera.
facility. But even Gil was saying, he was like, bro, Ja never got in trouble for the gun. He got
Because they couldn't
know-
prove it.
Exactly. So he got in trouble for team disruption. That's what they labeled.
But
it.
at the end of
How
the
y'all
day,
gonna label it team disruption just because he had something on live? He
Come
ain't
on,
bring
bro.
it to the locker room.
The media.
but still, the fact of the matter is, y'all know he shouldn't have
Most
shown that he had a
definitely.
gun. Even if he had a gun or not, he shouldn't have shown he had a gun.
But guess what? If he in a legal state to carry, why does it fucking matter?
Because he's at work. What you mean?
He won't at work when he showed it.
What I'm saying is, because his contract literally states that he can't. While he was literally away. He's on an away trip in Colorado. He can't have a gun.
The contract states what?
The contract states when you on away, you not home, you traveling with the team, you can't have, where'd you get the gun? You can't have a gun. You can't bring a gun.
What if it
You
won't-
can't
That was
have a
off
gun.
season.
What if it won't?
No,
his
this
gun?
was during the season. He was in Colorado. They was playing Denver that night, and he was in the club with the gun.
He never confirmed it was his gun.
But that's not the point though.
Why is not?
He got caught with a
He
gun
had
in
he got
general.
no
He didn't get caught with no gun.
He presented himself with the gun.
How niggas know it was even real?
The fact of the matter is,
But this is what I'm
he
saying.
can't prove
though,
that
like,
it's not real. That's the point.
They can't prove that it's real.
So that means that he should be able to shoot people with the finger gestures.
You damn right. He didn't, bro. Come on, bro.
Only
One,
if
he
everybody else
protected
do it.
himself because Buddy Hill did it first. Niggas throwing rocks and
Buddy
hiding
Hill
their
did do
hand.
it first.
Exactly. So how the fuck Buddy Hill didn't get fined?
Because that's for the same reason they suspended Draymond for doing same things that other people do because he done did it
had a
before.
history, but
He
does
has a
that- does that make
history.
it
That's
right,
not.
though?
That's not fair, bro. That's not fair, bro.
Okay, what's also not fair is You feel what I'm saying? You can show guns on live,
Because Draymond got
and
a
other
temper.
people can't.
Draymond gonna get
You can show guns on live, and it ain't nothing gonna happen.
Man, they doing her wrong, bro. I'm
Come
sorry.
on now.
I can't.
I'm not finna be aligning with you. Feel what I'm saying? While you on business trip, you out here flashing your guns. I can't align with that. Not while the kids watching.
I didn't say it was smart.
Not while the kids
if
watching.
I want to do this in a game, I mean, I'm not hurting nobody.
No, you're not. I'm not saying
I'm
that.
not pointing at the crowd. I'm pointing at the nigga that shot at me first.
I'm not saying that
he
it's
really
fair
protected
or
himself.
right.
He really protected himself.
So Buddy Hield was hurting him.
Yes.
Cap.
If you do this to me and I do it back, what's that?
That's not self-defense.
Yes, it is.
Hey yo.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Man, either way, he got a new celebration, you feel what I'm saying? His new celebration is better. I think it's more creative.
Doing wrong, bro. Tell them they don't.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm about to say,
I think his new celebration
right.
is more original. You feel what I'm saying?
His
new celebration is he got a grenade. I can't read that far, pimp. The producer handed me some information. All right, y'all take it away while I read this new information.
Blah 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 blah. But I don't think they should. I'm trying to figure out if it's right or not, because when he brought up the Draymond thing, that's one of the things that I thought of too. Where it's like, see, since Draymond got a history, I just put Draymond stomping on Sabonis, but
Come on now,
that was crazy.
like Draymond, the fact that Draymond got a history of violence. Sometimes.
Nah, bro, that's not fair, bro.
Or
What
like,
you mean, bro?
Or like,
Nah, bro.
let's say like flagrants and stuff.
Nah, bro. Other people got flagrants, bro.
They it's like they find him more or they penalize him more. So
That's not fair, bro.
Same thing with y'all, like the fact that he did it off
not
camera.
Fair, bro.
They do it. They still find him more. But to me, that don't make it right, because if you find me for this gesture, you gotta justify it. And they can't justify it besides y'all seen me carrying a gun. But just because y'all didn't see all these other guys carry a gun, they can do it. That doesn't
Yes,
make sense.
you can't consistently police it. That's the problem with it.
So it's like,
you
nah,
can't consistently
you can't
police
do me like
it.
that, because just because you didn't see no with a gun don't mean they not on
For
camera
sure.
with a gun. Y'all
For
just didn't
sure.
see it.
Of course.
So it's like y'all don't really have a strong case. Y'all can't say it's because y'all see me on camera doing it when there's other people on the national television doing it, regardless of color.
True.
We're all doing it, and none of them getting fined. But I get fined because I made a mistake. Really.
True.
I made a mistake and I get fined $75,000.
True.
And they getting fined.
Okay.
They not getting fined at all.
See. Hold on. Wait. The only thing is.
So I made the example.
The only thing is.
So if you make me an example, you gotta find everybody.
The only thing is, he has been like they've said something to him, and I'm sure they said, "We're gonna find you."
And he just been.
And he's still been doing. And he, like, this not the first time that they didn't say like, "Yo, stop doing that."
Hey Joe,
that gotta be
ADG.
you don't know what they said to him, bro. They cap, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They just riding my mans. Yeah.
So if they ain't say nothing to him, why would he change the gesture then?
They
don't care.
They fine. Then what you?
They fine. They just
What
fined
you-
his ass. So they like, nigga. I'm like, damn, I gotta change.
So
that now.
you saying he ain't try to dispute it at all? He ain't try to say nothing. He ain't try to say this ain't fair. None of that.
You know they not gonna be on his side, Joe. Come
He
on
just
now.
paid it.
Come
That's
on
why he
now.
changed up his celebration. Cause he like, if I do it again, they
And
gonna
it's
Hold on,
And
hold on,
there's
wait,
nothing
wait,
you
wait,
can
hold on,
say
wait,
about
wait,
doing
hold
it
on,
out
wait.
his check.
You telling me?
They automatically
Hold on,
take out his check.
Hold on,
He not
wait.
paying shit.
You telling me that they didn't say nothing to him at first and just found him and he ain't disputed at all? That don't sound like Ja. That don't sound like Ja at all. That
celebration immediately.
don't sound
To
like
me,
Ja
that
at all.
sounds like he paid that shit
Come
and
on,
realized
bro.
like, if I do that shit
That
again,
don't sound like Ja
You
at
don't
all.
gonna
pay
find
it. It
me
come out his
again.
check
Of
automatically.
course they gonna
That's what
find him
y'all-
again. What I'm
that's
saying
what
is
y'all
they
trying to
said
get.
Change
something.
it.
I'm saying they said something.
I don't.
No.
You think Ja that dumb and that ignorant? To if they
They
said
say
something,
nothing,
I'm gonna continue to do it, and I'm a superstar in the league. He's that ignorant.
He literally willingly showed a gun on
That
live.
wasn't. You could clearly. He didn't record himself. Somebody was recording him. He didn't post it.
He was on live, D. Yes, he did.
But what I'm saying is, he wasn't the one who like he was. Somebody had the camera on him, right?
No, I'm talking
He
about when
had
he.
the
No,
camera in
I'm
his
saying
hand.
when he was on live in the club, he had the camera in his hand and showed the gun.
Oh, this nigga just. But
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
So, okay, that's the camera. But you telling me The NBA.
What I'm saying is
his job,
he was warned.
his
That's what I'm
employ-
saying.
Were you
I
telling-
feel like he was
Were you
warned.
telling me his employer said if
No.
his employer told him directly? I'm pretty sure his employer didn't even say the fact that everybody else still do it. They wasn't worried about that until they seen it.
This not the first time I heard them talking about this
Nah,
year.
not, bro. When they come out to the gun gesture, that mean everybody would have been getting fined.
I'm talking about for Ja.
Ain't no way they warned him.
I
Ain't no way
don't
they
know.
weren't worried about that shit until
You know how
he
many
did
people
it.
do
I
that
don't know.
celebration, bro?
They weren't worried about it until they seen him do it, and they're like, "Hold on, Ja, you got."
I just feel like
boom.
them finding him out of nowhere without warning when he has done this before this year already.
With the gun, they never said anything about a gesture. They only said something to him about the actual the incident when he actually seen a real gun. They never said nothing about no gesture. They never said anything about a gesture.
How do y'all know?
Because they would have said it. They never said nothing about no gesture. People do it. Why would he not do it? Everybody else do it. So I'm in the clear. I can do this. Everybody else do it. I'm in the clear. But then as soon as they see me do it, it's like, oh yeah, nigga, you can't do that. How the fuck I'm the only one who can't do it?
That's a great.
Everybody do it.
How?
Buddy Hill did it before me.
All right.
How am
I
the
just
only
find that interesting.
That means
So
everybody
just find
can't
that
do
interesting.
Do
it.
you think they warned
I'm
Buddy
not
Hill?
saying- huh?
You think they warned Buddy Hill?
I don't think Buddy Hill has a history.
It doesn't. Why does the history matter?
You just said Draymond history matters.
I didn't say it mattered. I'm saying that's the reality of the situation. Where it's like the fact that he
But,
got a history.
okay,
they give him more tech.
that's the
I didn't-
reality.
No, I'm trying to figure out but is it justifiable? Is what I'm saying.
No.
I'm not saying
at
that it's
all.
fair or what it is.
It's not.
That's not for
Not
me to
just-
judge.
I'm just bringing it up.
That's not for me to judge because it's not about. This is about perspective. It's about how the league looks.
Okay.
You feel
So
me?
y'all
He's
scared of
not
this
the
man.
only
That's
I'm
what
not
y'all trying to
doing
say.
it.
They scared of
But
him.
it's not just about him doing it this time. It's not about this instance. This instance in a vacuum is just him doing one gesture, just like Buddy Hill doing one gesture. So that's- you feel what I'm
That
saying?
has to be a league-wide thing. You can't just find him. To me, that has
They
to
got to put
that has
things
to be
in
the
words.
That has to be the warning. Where it's like, hey, John, you can't do that. And for the rest of the league, don't do this. And at that, after they find them, they didn't tell people they can't do it no more. They just find them. And it's like, okay, if you're going to find Ja, it's like, all right, we're going to make Ja the example. Boom, we're going to find you. Anybody else who do this after Ja, this is the standard.
Which they didn't
didn't
say
set a
that
standard.
either.
They just said we're going to find Ja $75K. And did not say nobody else. Did not say this is a gesture that's not allowed. They didn't say that. They just fined Ja for doing it. It's like they got to be parallel. Is what I'm saying. They got to apply to the whole league. That's all I'm saying.
They
like,
hating on him.
if you
bro,
gonna
man.
if you gonna say
I ain't
that's
gonna lie.
a violent gesture, then you gotta do it for the whole league. The whole league just said the NFL, for example, just said you can't do the slime shit no more. They didn't, but they used CD Lamb as an example, but they didn't just find CD Lamb and say, yeah, CD Lamb, since we use you as an example, we gonna find you and use you as a standard. They saying nah, they use CD Lamb as an example because he do it. I guess he do it the most, but a lot of people do that shit. But once the NFL caught on to like that gesture, they like, hell nah, y'all can't do that shit no more. They said it like y'all can't do this no more. They didn't find anybody in the past or like look at the game tapes and be like, damn, everybody who did it, we gotta find them now. Nah,
Well,
they said, all right,
hey.
from now on, y'all can't do this anymore.
Hey, I'm reading reports right here that says on April 3rd against the Heat, Ja Morant was issued a warning to not do the negative gesture. And then, despite the warning, Morant repeated the gesture during the game and subsequently received a fine.
That's the game that he did it? Or that's
What
or this is
gesture though?
prior?
Are they saying
The
what
gesture they're referring to is the gun gesture because he didn't do the other gesture till after the April 3rd was the
Both on
what's
gun
the day?
gestures?
No, the other gesture was seemingly like a grenade
Oh, no, I
gesture.
ain't talking about that one. I think I'm talking about something else.
But I thought I had seen or heard reports saying that he was warned by the NBA. And it said that he got warned before he was fined. He was fined on the 4th, and he was warned on the 3rd. And they said that,
I ain't see no
you feel what I'm
warnings.
saying? That's I didn't see no warnings. I'm just going based off of, I heard reports that he was warned.
And that's on
But-
Ja. Like, Ja got to confirm that shit. Like, nigga, they warned
That's
you
why I
and you still did
said
it, that's
he
just
ain't
that.
refuted. He ain't, you feel what I'm saying? I never heard him say,
I wasn't.
I would
warned.
think exactly. I would think he would say like, "Yo, that's not fair." The based off of, you feel what I'm saying, the things that I've seen about him as a person, he would probably refute it if he felt like it wasn't, you feel what I'm saying, fair, or if they didn't say nothing prior. But
I'm saying if they gonna find somebody over a gesture,
they
then
need to make it
has
more
be
clear.
Parallel.
They
It
definitely need
has
to
to
make it
apply
more
to the
clear.
whole league.
It gotta apply to
So
everybody.
if he
They need
was-
to put it in
so
writing
if
for
he
real,
was
for real.
wrong, if he was warned not to do it, then yes, he shouldn't do it because he was warned. But what I'm saying is, if I'm Ja and I was warned not to do it, right? And they say, okay, if you warning me not to do it, what happens if I don't do it? We're gonna fine you. Okay, cool.
Okay, then boom.
Now we playing NBA. I'm seeing other players do it. Now I'm saying something. Cause like,
Okay.
all right, y'all just warned me
Right.
to not do it. So
But it only applies to you.
But are y'all telling me it only applies to me?
So that's for Ja and his team, like, because I do feel like he should go first. Like, if he can't do it, then can't nobody do it. Because I don't think that it's fair, but what I do think that
If he was warned,
it's irresponsible for him to keep doing it if he was
if
warned.
he was warned, yes, I agree with that. If he was warned, he should.
For sure.
But his case, he if he care enough, that would be personally that would be me. Cause like, I feel like if that's me, if this applies to me only, I don't think that's fair. I understand why, because y'all see me with a gun.
Hey,
But
Facts.
that's a mistake.
talking to the mic like this.
No, I heard you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like it for real. Still, like if he was warned, then yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If he was warned, that was just dumb.
Okay,
Just
okay.
being real. But my case, if I'm him, if I'm watching other people do it, then it's like, okay, I just want to know if it only applies to me or it's gonna apply to the whole league.
Man, what if I'm Ja? I'm about to get, you feel what I'm saying, my team, my production team, I'm about to be like, all right, I need y'all to watch all the tape, and I need all the clips of everybody doing this jump. So as soon as Adam Silver say something, I'm gonna walk in the office with the video and click play, and then it's gonna show 1,000 of his other players going up to
Doing
the crowd,
same thing.
doing the same thing, and so that's gonna help his case. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, like I don't think that he should be the only one fined, or like it should be this. Like it needs to be more clear
I
cut
don't think
what
shoulda
they rules
got
is.
fined.
You feel what I'm saying? I didn't see them put an official whatever. I don't also know whatever conversations Ja had with, you know what I'm saying, the powers that be as far as the NBA commissioner in their office. But I actually rock with his new celebration. Everybody's saying that Gilbert Arenas told him to throw a grenade, and I ain't gonna lie, that jump was actually very tough when he did that jump last game. And so
It's
I actually
alright,
just
though,
read
it's
something.
alright.
I just read something from the producers, and it was talking about, he said, people are misunderstanding the gesture. That's really him, you know, throwing out his bad words or like his bad energy type. Like that's how he framing it. I'm like, hey, I'm rocking with it. Cause he only do it like when he hit a three or like when he, you feel what I'm saying, do something tough. So I'm like, all right, that's, cause you know, Ja play with that energy. Like he has fun when he plays, and that's part of why people like him so much. That's probably why he's so electric. And so I think we need to keep that aspect. Like everybody loved that part of him. Like that's part of what makes him him. That aspect that's gonna shoot you after he, you feel what I'm saying, hit a shot. I get the
He
NBA.
gon' what?
He gonna shoot you after he hit a shot.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
It's people like you that make him get fined.
Hey, yes, people like me that make him get fined.
You're
even
a
though
part
he
of that
does what-
media. You know you media, right?
I am a media member.
I'm
New
just letting you
media,
know.
you know what I mean? But you feel what I'm saying? I don't know. The Grizzlies, they got a lot going on because ain't nobody talking about them, you know what I mean, making the Western Conference Finals or nothing. Even though they really had a good year
I
this
don't
year.
think we expect that at all, man.
They've been really
I think
at
you're
the top.
pulling something out your ass with that one.
I don't know. They've been top at the West. They've been higher than y'all for most of the season. For real, for
Who
real.
is y'all?
The Lakers. They've been higher than the Lakers for
But
most
you
of the
said-
season.
You said Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's... No. The Grizzlies?
Yeah, the Grizzlies.
No.
You ain't rocking with
Nobody,
Big Grizz.
nobody sees that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody.
Nobody
that's what I'm
sees
saying.
that.
That's what I said. Nobody expecting them to do that, but everybody talking about other non-basketball related things.
Oh no, that's basketball related. What you mean? Happened during the game, didn't it?
Not him getting fined. That's not basketball related.
That is basketball
That's
related.
indirectly related. That's not.
Is that basketball related?
Is it a stat?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a stat?
You damn right it is. They found his ass. That's in the books.
I don't know what type of statistics. How many?
Shit.
How many?
Shit. He go down in history
For what?
being fined that much for bow for protecting himself, self-defense. I'm telling you.
He keeps saying he defending himself.
Fuck Buddy Hill, man.
Hey, bro, watch out, bro. Don't be talking about no Warriors around here, bro.
Man,
Real,
okay.
real
You
spill.
heard what I
Real spill. All right.
Heard what I
Yeah, he
said.
defended
Make me cut the
Warriors.
camera off real quick.
Yeah, I
You
ain't
know what I
worried
mean?
about that, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
All right, guys.
But-
I ain't worried about that, bro.
You see him over here trying to disrespect, man. He don't even like Ja.
Man, I ain't
Crazy work.
It's all right, bro.
Crazy work.
I'm about to say, yeah,
It's
that,
the only tour we rock with, bro.
But speaking of, you know what I'm saying, fighting and getting aggressive, y'all seen they just rescheduled the rematch for Tank and Roach. June 28th.
I heard about it, bro. I'm not.
you're not excited.
Oh,
no,
man.
at all.
You're not too happy?
Why not? Did you watch the first one?
Oh, yeah, I seen it.
That's it.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
how you feel.
For sure.
That's how you feel too, dude.
No, not really. Like, but it's like I'm not really excited for it though.
Hmm.
Like, not as the first one, only cause I just feel like it was a solid fight, but I don't know. It's something. It was something about Javante. I feel like Javante won't really like. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel. I'm not. I don't really words
He
can't even
sound like
explain it.
me.
I'm just watching
He
it.
sound like me, man.
I'm just watching it, and it's just like it's something with Tank. I feel like Roach was fighting, but Tank, it was like I don't Tank like he's not. He not. I don't.
It looked like he
fighting
had something in his eye.
It's just like he was holding
that,
back.
That part, right?
It like he
there
was holding
shows
back.
he
That's
had
how I
some
feel. It
fucking
felt like
grease in his
Javante.
eye.
It felt like Javante was holding back,
Sorry.
and I feel like in the second fight, I feel like he gonna be more aggressive.
He better let them things go.
I feel like he gonna be more aggressive, but at the same time, it's just like I don't know. I'm not really feeling it like I was at first. I'm gonna watch it though. Don't get me wrong. And the first fight won't bad.
For sure.
I won't bad, but it's like it's boxing. It's like I don't like draws.
I don't think nobody like draws
I don't
in
like
boxing.
draws.
Like we
type
like
shit.
it when somebody win. Like we like a loser.
Because I'm gonna be real. Personally, I felt like Roach won.
yeah,
real, so
say
it's
it.
like
Yeah,
this-
say it.
Wow,
it was
get it
a-
off your
Yeah,
chest,
yeah.
nigga.
The fact that it was a damn.
Yeah.
Okay. But the fact that it was a draw, it was just like I don't know. Like I think y'all should have just y'all know who really won that fight,
Hmm.
and it's his fault for not and you can tell it's just like he won't fight the same. So it's like I think Roach really won. So it's like I want to watch the second one because I actually think Roach won the first one, and I want to
Okay.
see if it was a fluke or not.
Hmm.
Because I kind of
I ain't
think
say I
I'm
ain't
not gonna lie.
watch it though.
I kind of think it was a fluke because I feel like Javante won't fight. Was
Okay.
his
You
normal
want
self.
his normal
So I kind of
self.
think it was a fluke, but I will say I do think Roach won the first one though, and I think he was losing the first, and I think Javante won half of the fight.
For sure.
But towards the end, I think Roach really got the best of him personally,
Hmm.
and I feel like it was only a draw to set up this type fight. You know what I mean?
Is
Or-
it? See,
you know,
see,
boxing is political. I ain't even shy about talking about that. Boxing is political.
that's what
I
I
feel like that's the
think.
only reason why they didn't declare Roach the winner. But Roach
Mhm.
really won for real.
Mhm.
But Javante had a strong case of really a draw. Like
And literally, dudes, that's exactly what I think. Like this whole thing was like,
Bro
because
trying to get his get back, bro. That's all. it is.
And, like,
Javante want
everybody
to schedule this shit so
gon-
fast.
everybody
Javante never
gon-
want to schedule a fight so fucking fast, bro. Like niggas be.
I think he's
niggas
angry.
be
felt like
niggas,
he
bro.
felt like he lost.
go ahead,
Niggas be
get it off.
Niggas be niggas, bro. Because if it's anybody else, we gonna wait. We gonna nah. You scheduled this so fucking fast, bro. Like, come
He
on,
felt,
bro.
why you think that?
Because he felt like he lost. Everybody said he lost. Like, come on, bro. That's weak, bro. Weak, bro.
So
Go
wait,
ahead,
is you gonna watch it or you not gonna watch it?
I'll watch it after the fight, bro. I'll watch the highlights, bro.
Oh, he not gonna watch it.
See, I gotta watch it, but it's like, am I excited? Like how I was like Ryan Garcia and Javante's like, nah.
See, I
Right,
think
right.
that it is like, I don't know if this was premeditated, but at the middle of the fight, they definitely set it up like, all right, boy, this rematch about to be crazy because even it's gonna be a whole bunch of people like John that's gonna be mad, thinking that he hating. You feel what I'm saying? And out of spite, they gonna watch it just to see him lose. You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna watch it to see him lose, but you feel me? I'm gonna look at it. I don't really, you feel me? I don't care about that, but
He gonna watch that John though. If he don't watch it,
I'ma watch
he
it.
gonna watch that YouTube. The YouTube views
that's
gonna
what I'm
be.
saying. Afterwards,
Nah, I
yeah,
mean-
I'm gonna watch it though.
I mean, who do you got winning the fight? The second one.
Me? I got Tank winning the second fight solely because I
he not
think
gonna use
that
grease
it's
this
set
time.
up. I think that it's set up for this.
Yeah, he can't
for
use
this
grease
win.
this time. No cap.
But I think that they're gonna make it a good fight. It's gonna be about the showmanship. It's gonna be about, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be about this fake beef that they done conjured up from the first fight. But I think that overall it was, you feel what I'm saying, like Deuce was saying, a overall good fight. But I think that the theatrics is gonna have Tank coming on top, like almost like professional wrestling type.
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
Like it has to be a show, bro. It gotta be a show.
No, not that part. I'm talking about like as far as Tank coming on top.
As a fighter.
Okay, I just had to make sure. Spent a lot of Diddy going around. Go ahead, you can finish.
You know, everybody ain't the Diddy parties like. But anyway, but yeah, nah, that's it. You know what I mean? I
Who you
just
got-
think
who you
Tank got, you know what I mean?
Who you got winning the second fight?
Draw.
He said he got drawn. You said you like drawing?
Nah, draw. I got draw.
You think it's gonna be 2 draws
Two
back to back?
draws?
Yup.
And then they gonna fight a third time or like
Nah, that shit over. That shit dead, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
This
Both of their
guy.
careers over
this
after that.
guy.
If they get another draw, the only person that Tank can't
What did
fight,
Roach do? Roach ain't even do nothing. What you mean?
After they get another draw, the only person that Tank can't
Bro,
fight
this dude
is
wildin'.
Shakur Stevenson because he can't fight Devin Haney.
Bro, he
'cause
just
Devin
threw
Haney
Roach's
ass.
whole career down the drain. He said, "Oh yeah, both their careers over after
Like,
this one."
damn.
Like Roach ain't
This
even
shit-
do
Roach
nothing.
he came up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dang, he just
Nah,
ended bro career
that
just
shit-
cause Tank wanted.
That shit.
That's
done,
wild.
bro. I ain't
So
gonna lie.
Javante don't fight Shakur. He need to retire.
Yeah, after he draw with bro again, they go color and draw and shit. Then they might as well go ahead and fight Shakur.
I thought you wanted him to fight Keyshawn Davis.
Nah, that shit ain't worth it. They
Tragic.
He said they're cousins.
Cousins, bro. Okay. He need to fight his cousin, bro. That shit not good.
What?
Man, he tired today, y'all.
Man, hell no.
He said they cousins.
They got the same last name, just like Mike and Justin.
Hey man, this finna conclude, you know what I mean? The
Like,
newest
what?
episode of Roma Pod, you feel what I'm saying? Deuce, you got anything to get off your chest, folks?
Hey. Bro. Nah.
He's talking about
I ain't got nothing to get on my chest. Something wrong with this man. I don't know what he ate before we got on this pod.
kiing.dg.
Yeah, chop my chest. Nah, I ain't gotta get on my chest. I'm good.
Nah, I mean, mumble rapping.
What you got, bro?
You feel what I'm saying? What I need y'all folks to do. I've been seeing y'all. Y'all think I ain't been watching? They think I ain't been watching.
You ain't been watching?
I've been watching. I've been seeing y'all watching, but not liking.
Yo,
subscribing.
You ain't
Oh,
subscribe.
damn.
I need
gotta
to
comment,
subscribe
You ain't
and comment.
subscribe. I see you watching. You ain't subscribe.
Comment.
I can't see you.
Comment and tell me.
He said, I can't see you.
Comment and let me know which celebration or job you like better. You feel what I'm saying?
I like the gun better.
No
I like
cap.
I like Grenada.
I like the boy.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Grenada.
You can't even go hunting no
That
more.
joint
These
fire.
niggas be hating, bro. I don't
Didn't they
fuck with
ban that too?
They
Yes,
did
bro.
ban the
You
ball
can't
that
even
road.
go
We out.
hunt,
We,
bro.
we out.
They
They
banned the
some
ball
fucking
there.
haters, bro.
They
I
going
ain't gonna
outside.
lie, bro. These niggas some fucking haters, man.
They're going outside.